In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us identify high probability setups and explain how markets move. So we're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures, and the structure right now is in a bearish trend down because every single major high and low is lower and lower, and market keeps breaking down. Also, what I can see that the initial support is completely being ignored, broken, and market continues to trend down. So as a price action trader, I don't want to have these candles on the chart without a pattern. There's always a channel present on the chart, whether it is short term or eventually channel that is going to be a little bit bigger. There's always channel present on the chart. There's a reason to how price action moves. So right now, my job is simple. I have identified a bias, I have a confirmed channel, and I want to sell a high probability setup at the key entry point, either the 21 bar expansion moving average or this trend line, because it is confirmed substantially. Okay, you have a new low right here, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. It broke above EMA, it's an inside bar and a very bad bar at that. So I cannot really go short just yet. I'm looking for additional setup. Can I get some lower high? I have some setup here, but it's a bad bar again. I cannot sell bullish bar like this. Okay, this is a signal bar that is bad, tier 4. So I cannot go short now. I need some bearish bar confirming the momentum. Can I get some for second entry long? And this is what I like to see. New high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long failure. There's small resistance, and notice how juicy this bullish bar looks. Reversal bar, but you have downtrend working lower, you have market geometry, and all of these bulls going long directly into this key entry point, they're going to get trapped. So in fact, you want to sell this failed second entry long triple test as a high probability setup because you have multiple key entry points. It's a bit congested, but it's not that big of a deal because price action is finding resistance at the key entry point, and this is great setup to sell. Correction phase ended, and a new push phase is about to start. Breaking new high. This is my first trade for the day, fairly straightforward. And market continues to go lower. Okay, I'm going to redraw new correction. Now we are breaking the channel. I expect new low for this channel according to trendline rule. But in order for that to happen, I want to see decisive push below EMA and some high probability setup. The shorter this correction is, the more I can take lower high. The longer it is, the more I need failed second entry long. And the correction is getting quite structured. Not something I want to see because I really thought we were going to get new low, but I simply have to adapt. Okay, correction is a little bit longer. Let's see what's going to happen. We're back above the EMA. Considering failed second entry short wouldn't be bad because uptrend is new high, but both the high low and the failed second entry short, they have terrible signal bars, bearish bars like this, so I can't really take it. And market created push to new high. Okay, so I'm going to mark breaking new high. Can we break below EMA? No. And market keeps trending higher like this and keeps trending higher like this. Okay. So this is really telling me that most likely we're not going to get new low of this downtrend. We retraced too much of this downtrend. So I actually like looking for some wider channel. This actually fits pretty well. So it really looked like we may have new bullish trend on our hands. So once again, redraw the correction. Okay, redraw the correction. Can I take second entry long? No. New high, first entry long, second entry long. Bad bar, horrible bar, and the downtrend is still in place. I was looking for some either strong high low or double trap above EMA. You have bad bar again, bearish body, so I cannot really take that. I need a high low above EMA with stronger bar. This was very close, but this is still weak bar. I need something a little bit stronger. The market continues to go lower. And notice what happened. We completely reverse all the way down like this. So at this point, I cannot argue with the market. We retraced too much of this bullish push. And now it looks like this first leg is about to test the new low. Okay, this was just prolonged bullish pressure. So today is a good lesson how you have to adapt. And remember, once you retrace over that 60%, you can't forget about new extreme. You can see we retrace over 76. Focus on this downtrend now. But this downtrend has overshoot. Okay, so now we have a brand new topic to talk about. We broke the trend line, which means right now the market is oversold. And if there's going to be second entry short, I have to skip the very first second entry short. We have a new low first entry short, no trigger, but had there been trigger here, you cannot take second entry short. Okay, there's no trigger, no break below this bearish bar, so you cannot take, but you can tell it's out of balance. The oversold area is going to generate stronger bullish push. A lot of times break the channel at minimum or sometimes even reverse the market. So this is why overshoots have to be respected. Okay, here uptrend break new high, so uptrend played out. And now what I'm looking for is a lower high below EMA or failed second entry long because this downtrend needs new low tested. Okay, can I get some setup? Not really new low for a entry short, second entry, but the signal bar is bad. Can I get some lower high? No trigger here. We're going really sideways. This bar is way too big, also quite congested. Break, push to new extreme. So perfect price session. The reason why the market is more congested now and going a little bit more sideways is because the overshoot. The overshoot kicked in, bars were a little bit stronger, and this is why the push to new low is not as clean as normally will be. Okay, so this is very common. Overshoots can cause this behavior in price session structure. I don't see no real way to enter. Maybe some secondary entry, double bar entry right here, but it's really not as clean. So unfortunately, no great way. And by the time you get strong bearish bar, you're just going way too sideways. Even all these bars, just not as strong. Okay, downtrend play that with the break, push to new low. I'm drawing my channel like this. Okay, and once again, I was expecting new high. I'm going to redraw the downtrend. So I was looking for a push above EMA, and then I saw this second entry short for me. Okay, we have a second entry short. This channel doesn't have new high fully, but if I'm gonna draw it a little bit tighter like this, there's tiny break and a new high. Okay, break, push to new high. So here, once I saw this great second entry short form so perfectly, I decided to take the second entry short. It's also part of the failed second entry long. You don't really want to take this yet because when you're watching this live, uptrend doesn't have new high. But this second entry short is way stronger, strong rejection. It's part of failed second entry long. I really like this trade. Great signal bar. Downtrend is new low. You have to adapt and think on your feet here because the break is so tiny. But once you cannot stay above EMA and have such a great second entry short, it makes sense to draw a little bit tighter with the break new high. This was a great trade. Okay, the reason why I have overshoot here, I drew it a little bit wider. Something like this. Another overshoot. Gonna draw uptrend. Okay. Uptrend needs new high, which we have new high here, but I don't see no good trade here. High, low, terrible. Once again, bearish bar. I can't really take it. Okay, uptrend played out. Market keeps going high, but I can't really go long just yet. Okay, market reverse down. And notice what is happening. Market is going very sideways now. EMA flattened. We have consistent price swings up and down. So because we have one leg up, break, second leg up, we have a triggering structure. We have now another failed second entry long. We have another failed second entry long. New high first entry long, pullback second entry long failure. Because we're at triggering range, this is a decent high probability setup. Okay. You have some mini second entry short if you don't reset the count. The problem is it's so far from the EMA and you have count reset. I can't really take it because the body is so far from the EMA. You have a tiny break. Push to new extreme. Break, push to new low. Can be redraw. Uptrend working higher. We expect new high to be tested. You have a high low here, but you cannot go long because by the time you have a high low, oh, you already have a new high here, so it's too late to go long. You needed to go long on a high low, much lower, so you have room to scalp out before this leg is gonna get the new high. Now we're going pretty much sideways. Very hard to find a good structure. The range kind of evolved into something like this. We have multiple failed breakouts. I have very clean push working higher. I can draw either channel that is very tight like this with the breaking new high, or I can draw it a little bit wider. And this is where confusion arises because it looks like a one clean push working higher. Okay, so it makes sense to draw it a little bit wider because it's still pretty much very tight. But also you are near this resistance, and also the downtrend seems like it's in play. Notice I can draw it a little bit tighter like this. This looks good. This wouldn't be bad, this trend line like this, if there is no doubt that the channel is in play. But because you can draw it with the break new high, I think you need to respect the price action here. Better to be safe than sorry. Draw it a little bit wider, skip the second entry long, and wait for the high low. Okay, so we have the range, we have potential breaking new high. We don't have such a clean tool like a pullback, even though it worked perfectly in hindsight. And it's a very tempting trade indeed because it really looks like small break new low. I think there's too many aspects that we kind of need to respect. Potential range, potential break new high. I mean, how big is the risk? Not that big. If you took it, not a bad trade. But really, in a situation like this where you have a couple of conflicting variables, you prefer that high low confirmation trade, which never happened. Breaking new high. Market is breaking lower back above the EMA, and now the market is about to close. It's getting too late. So there's the overall structure for today. It ended up being a very nice day for me. I took this setup in this setup right here. There were two tricky areas, area right here and area right here, where you expect new high for the channels. Here you actually have a breaking new high, but here you don't really have a breaking new high. So it looks like uptrend is in play, but then you simply adapt and you look for new extreme, break new low. Market continues to go lower as well. It's a shame this second entry long didn't form with a broader correction, clear to like a pullback. Otherwise, this is a perfect setup we like. Clean uptrend, you expect new high, but few conflicting variables here. When you have such a broad structure, such a trend range, visual double bottom, you expect push above EMA. High low would be enough, preferably felt second entry short, but even good high low would be enough because you have such a nice double bottom. You've been going in a trend range for such a long time. But market just reversed up without any trade, so it's a shame we didn't get high low here or some nice lower high felt second inch long here where the downtrend is new low. But other than that, pretty solid trading day. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. If you like your trading,